I don't know if we have to prove what we are, other than the fact that we have one game in front of us to give us an opportunity to play for a trophy. It's a difficult match in front of us, of course, when you look at these two-legged fixtures. But yeah, we enjoy these matches. We enjoy playing in these stages, and giving ourselves an opportunity to compete for hardware. So, I think that's what we have in front of us. And then it's just about doing what Forge does. And, we go into these games with a great level of concentration. And then it's about execution. And that's what we want to see tomorrow night.
And obviously, you guys do have the advantage coming into this. Does that change your approach at all, or is it go out there and try to win a football game and, don't worry about anything else that has come before or could come after?
Yeah, most importantly, you go and you play your game. You play the football. You can't just sit there and look at the result and exactly where you are. That's sometimes a little bit dangerous because the margins are small in this game with Toronto having an away goal. So I think for us, it's we know scoring a goal is important in this match. No different than we've done before in the previous round in this tournament. So I think that'll be the same mentality we go into it with. You play the game. We always play games to go in and score goals. We always play games to try and be an attacking team. And then the game sometimes dictates where things go from there.
Thank you so much, Bobby.
All right. Next question can go to Felipe.
Hey, Bobby. I just wanted to ask about the sort of differences between this first match and this upcoming match. Obviously, there's a time difference with so many weeks in between the first leg and the second leg, but also there's a difference a bit in form. Toronto, when you went into the first match, was on quite a bit of a losing run, but lately they've been playing a little bit better. Does form kind of come into your preparation at all? And did you like that there was such a big break between the two matches, or would you have rather it be a little closer given the form that Toronto FC were on?
Yeah, I think form goes out the window in these types of matches because this isn't about 3 points. This isn't about what's going on in the schedule. You could be doing great, and these are one-off matches, and then maybe your form isn't great, and you're playing for everything in this match. So I think that's what makes them unique. And TFC has enough quality players that they don't need to look at form in what's going on. And to the question of whether we had liked this game sooner than later, I can only give you that answer after 90 minutes tomorrow night, because whatever I say can go the other way. I think it's going to be a good match. It's going to be a good match between two teams that know they're close to some hardware, and it's important for them. And most importantly, too, it's an important step towards Champions Cup. And I think that's something both clubs really want to be able to do.
And then my last question is, your team is going and playing, at BMO Field. There's hopefully going to be a good crowd there. It's a big stadium. How much do you allow the players to kind of buy into the occasion, knowing that they are one win away of going to a Canadian Championship final? And how much you just try to treat it as just another game?
Yeah, it's a game. It's a game where you have to go in and you have to execute. Doesn't matter where you play. This team has enough experience playing in some hostile places in the past to be able to take on anything that comes in front of them. And even in those situations, never really discuss the venue or what you're doing. It's more about the match. It's about the tactics. It's about what the opponent brings to the table, where they can be of a threat, where the opportunities are, and that's how we look at each and every match. You respect each opponent. You understand, what are the variables, both on the field and off, for each match, and you create that game plan and try and execute.
Perfect. Thank you so much and good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks. Next question goes to John.
Hi, Bobby. John Chidley-Hill with the Canadian Press. Thanks for taking the time to chat with us today. I'm curious, you're just speaking about Toronto FC's form and how it doesn't particularly matter. I'm curious, though, how has Forge FC evolved or changed since the first leg of this semifinal?
I think if you look at form itself, we've gone through a few cycles since then. I think we were playing some good football. Then we had a dip, and now our form is quite good in the league. And then evolution of who we are. Throughout the year, you have to change things. As a CPL team, you play each team in our league 4 times. You can't keep on showing the same face. So it's important for us as coaches to prepare for that. One, with your roster and what changes sometimes within the roster, and other times just stuff that you have naturally ready for later in the season. We've become a little bit more of a robust defensive team, I could say, over the last while still increasing our output in the attack. Again, that's all great, and these matches are quite unique. We've played in a lot of playoff type matches, finals, CONCACAF. They're quite different than what you do, each and every week in your league play. Because the margins are small, the goals make a big difference. They start making you calculate math and all of that fun stuff. So I think that's what makes these exciting, and what excites me and the team most about these matches.
Thanks.
All right, thank you. Next question goes to Joseph.
Joseph, hi Bobby, Joseph from Frequency 5 FM. How is the team feeling, especially having such a little time to rest, especially Hamilton, Campbell, Badibanga? Can you give us a little details?
Yeah, there's no doubt it's been a little bit of a difficult period for us when you look at the schedule. We've been spinning, 3 games last week. We played this past Friday again. We play tomorrow night and we play Friday. So that's 6 matches in about 20 days. It's a lot of football. So the scheduling gods haven't helped us, but we're in this situation because we want to be in this situation. So I think everyone relishes that, and no one really looks at different things when it comes to fatigue. If you want to be competing in these competitions, if you want to be further down the road, playing for semifinal, playing in the final, that this is what you're going to put yourself up against. And I think, the guys are doing a great job of how they've handled the last few weeks, which has been tough with some travel and, important games in the league. And, you readjust, you take the 2 days we had in between the games to freshen up the players, because you're not going to change a million things tactically, but you're going to make sure you have them in good physical preparation and good physical condition, and just touch on the tactics. And I think the guys are ready for that.
Bobby, did you mention to Badibanga to make a spectacular goal like the last time, and maybe Becker and some of the other guys to come out with a win? And we wish you all the best tomorrow and the same as Friday.
Thank you very much.
All right. Next question goes to Gareth.
Hey, Bobby. Just wondering about any potential injury issues in the team that are giving you a headache heading into this game. And obviously, you didn't have Para available for the last match. You did. Oluwabi Bellewu came in and did a job against Bernadeschi and company. What's in your mindset like going into maybe some of those selection issues that you face heading into this game?
Yeah, no real problems other than the problem that you left off with there is the selections. We've got everyone ready and able to play, and I think that's a positive thing, and that puts me into the dilemma of putting sometimes the right 11 to start and the right 11 to finish a match, and that has to be planned as well. Sometimes you not only think about who's going to start on the field, but who can make an impact coming off the bench, who can change things certain ways tactically in these types of matches. And it's something I always take into consideration in cup games, playoff games, and so on, because everything can change very quickly in what's going on in the match. So we're happy we've got everyone, and I've got some work to do till tomorrow's kickoff.
One more quickly for you, Bobby. A piece came out in The Athletic over the weekend, alleging that there were drones flying over your training ahead of the last meeting between these two teams. How much of a distraction has that been? Is there any comment on that? And no matter what happens, you live a little bit of a cloud over the tie and what might play out here. Thank you.
Yeah, to be honest, not much of a distraction. Something we were notified about from the outside, and okay, it was there, but I also don't work for CSIS or the CIA to know what's in the air. I focus on the ground and on the field, and that's our biggest focus going into the match. Whatever else happens outside of it, it's for other people to look into.